Hey everyone, I'm Shawna Patterson, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all some of my tips for landing that job internship. So for me personally, last summer I worked full-time as an interior design intern at a design firm. I had to go through the whole process of trying to find an internship, creating a portfolio, a resume, a business card, all of that jazz to try and hunt for a job. So as some of you may or may not already know, I am graduating with a Bachelor of Interior Design. My graduation is next month. So stoked! So at the end of my third year going into my fourth year, it was required of us to complete a mandatory summer internship program. We had to complete 420 hours of service at the minimum and try and obtain a paid internship or a non-paid internship in some sort of a design related field or job or something along those lines. It had to be approved by the job placement teacher, but that was mainly our criteria in our job search. So the main important thing that you need is obviously a resume and a cover letter, as well as in my case I needed a portfolio. The portfolio was crucial in hunting for my interior design internship, as well as a lot of other design internship type places, because they want to see your work and they want to see what kind of designer you are and to see if you'll be able to fit into their style of designing at their firm. So one of the tips that I have when you're designing your portfolio and resume and cover letter is make them all look somewhat similar to each other, so they almost look kind of like a brand package, because essentially you're branding yourself and you want to create like an image for yourself, something that people can easily recognize. I'm going to show you guys my portfolio that I had created for my job internship search, and it looks just like this. The spine of the book actually says my name on it again, so it's a little nice touch. The logo on the front continues on like that. I just really liked it. And my resume was a plain 8.5 by 11 sheet with my logo bar running along the top, and then my credentials and education and volunteer experience and stuff like that was all looking like cohesive on the paper. Same with my business card and my cover letter. I kept along with the logo that I have at the front, kept that as kind of like a design feature throughout the whole package. So when you're presenting something or you're emailing a PDF version of something, everything looks cohesive in the package, and I think it brings everything together and makes everything look really nice. So first of all, you're going to want to make your resume. Make sure to list your school. Make everything sound as official as you can. These are adults working in the workplace. They take their job very seriously, and you should as well. So you're going to want to list all the relatable job experience that you have. Don't have very much. Try to just think of things that you have done in the past that could contribute to your working skills that you have in the future or you continue to grow. If you're really having a difficult time trying to put together your resume and your cover letter and what to say, there's always people. You can ask your teachers or you can ask your parents, people in the industry, and try and ask them what people are looking for. I always found that it was hard to put together words that would sound formal. Obviously you want to be professional and you want to be putting your best foot forward, so just ask for people to proofread your work, get someone else's opinion on what you're saying, and maybe they'll be able to help you out. Say your emails that you're writing to the internship, things that you're saying in your cover letter, you just want to get a couple people's perspective on the things that you're saying, and it'll help you be more successful overall. For my actual portfolio, I chose to do a square format, and that is just my personal preference, and I really like the way that it looked. A lot of people did 11 by 17 and they had different binding options. I just did mine like book cover bound. It's a hardcover book. I ordered it and printed it just like an art book. A lot of printing places online have that option, and you can just upload each of your pages as a JPEG file or a PDF file, and you can do it that way. That's what I did, and it worked with the design vision that I had. In your portfolio, you're going to obviously want to show your best work and the work that you're most proud of, and the work that you can like talk about and sell to someone that you're having a job interview with. For me personally, I chose to include a lot of my favorite projects. I included a hospitality project, a retail project, residential project. I also included some of the details that I had created for a hospital table project. I also included some examples of working drawings that I had done. They were obviously at a smaller scale for the book size. Kind of gave the people being interviewed by the ability to see that you understand doing working drawings. You have the ability to do them, because until you put something in your book, they have no idea. A lot of the time they're complete strangers to you and they don't have any like previous history on your work ethic and what you can do. So I tried to create basically like a collage of everything that I could do, and I just threw in all the things that I thought looked well together. I showed my abilities in Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign, and I actually created the whole entire book in InDesign, and I showed images of my rendered perspectives and digital perspectives because they're basically your show-stopping pieces. The rendered perspectives are really the thing that make your whole project come to life for people to really visualize your ideas. So those are the things that you're gonna want to have as your big images in your portfolio, things that are gonna really like catch their eye, you know what I mean? Also in my portfolio on the first page I included a welcoming message, just kind of giving a brief bio about myself as well as my contact information. I also included my contact information at the back of the portfolio. A lot of the times you have to email a PDF version of your portfolio to potential employers. Try and just give as much opportunity for them to have your contact information as possible. Obviously don't force feed it down their faces because on every single page kind of thing, but just like have it accessible and have it so they don't have to like go and try and find it. For the actual process of trying to find an internship, basically the whole process was done online. Finding the companies that you want to work for, sending them emails to whichever email they find for them. A lot of the times companies will list HR emails. Generally you want to send it to them. Just try and find the most appropriate email to try and contact the person that you're trying to contact. And I would be sending so many emails out. You just have to keep trying. Like, don't think that if you just apply to one place they're gonna get back to you. They're not. Keep putting yourself out there, applying to new places. You aren't necessarily gonna get into your #1 job placement if you're trying to fulfill a credit in school and it's like a mandatory thing and like you need it for the summer. Just try and do whatever you can. Make use of every opportunity that you're given. If someone wants to have a job interview with you, if someone accepts your resume and your portfolio and they get back to you and they want to set up a job interview, take it. Take every opportunity that you can possibly get because it's not going to hinder you. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to set you back. It's only going to push you forward, and that's where you want to be. You want to have some sort of work experience no matter what it is, as long as it's somewhat related in your job field. Obviously use your better judgment. At the end of the day, you're creating your own direction in life. And remember, when you're going in for job interviews, make sure to look respectful and wear proper business attire. If it's a big corporate firm, you're gonna want to dress corporate. More of like a laid back, casual firm, maybe wear a pair of khakis with a nice blazer and a top. Put on like a cardigan or a blazer. For a lot of my interviews, I would wear black dress pants along with a nice chiffon shirt underneath and a black blazer. It was during the winter time, so you kind of had to dress appropriately, and I would bring a nice long winter coat to wear over it and a pair of flats. Don't go all out with your like clubbing shoes. It's probably not the best time and place for it. I'm sure they look fabulous, but I don't think it's really appropriate for a job interview. Make sure your hair is done nicely. You don't need to go super all out for it, but just make sure you're well kept. You've had a shower that day, you're not going out partying with your friends, but don't want to look really presentable, and just really showcase who you are to your possible potential future employer, because those are the people that you're going to be working every day, and you want to show your true personality, and you want to show all those characteristics and things that you have to bring to the workplace and things that you can contribute to the company. So during your job interview, just try to be as confident as you can about yourself and just talk about what you know. No better person to talk about yourself and what you know than yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully some of my tips were a little bit helpful for you if you're planning on trying to search for a job internship. As always, if I've left something out or if you want to ask me some questions, leave a comment down below. You guys can also reach me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter handles are both Shawna Patterson, same as my YouTube username. If I'm able to answer them, I'll try and get back to you. Big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and if you guys would like to see more interior design experience videos, because I would love to be able to share my experiences with you all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!